Hello, I'd like to spend a little time talking about the wonderful service that the Learning Disability team at Hampshire Hospitals provides, and in particular how they helped my brother Jason, who has Down syndrome, and my mum, who is his carer. So my brother Jason needed to come into hospital. He needs to have a variety of tests really undertaken to get to the bottom of some ill health that he had been having. One of the difficulties that my brother Jason has is explaining any discomfort that he has, where that discomfort might be, how it feels, how long it's gone on for. And that can make trying to get to the bottom of what might be causing Jason problems really difficult. And in turn, that can make my mum, who's his primary carer, really worried and anxious, trying to get to the bottom of everything. So Jason was invited into the hospital to have a CT scan, something that he was really quite nervous about, and something that my mum was really nervous about too. At that point, she really felt that her and Jason needed some wraparound care, some support, which really took into consideration how someone with a learning disability perhaps might need a different approach taken to their overall healthcare, sort of really listening to them, understanding the communication difficulties that can arise, and how that can really impact on getting to the bottom of someone's health and hopefully making them better. And then in stepped Amy from our LD team. She was there to welcome Jason and my mum at their CT scan. She gave Jason a phone so he could watch some Mamma Mia prior to the CT scan, just to put him at ease, make him feel a bit relaxed. And she spent a lot of time talking to my mum about all her concerns and worries, and she asked that really important question, what can I do to help you? And that was absolute music to my mum's ears. That's what she really needed to be asked, I think, at that point. So, following a conversation with my mum and all her concerns about my brother Jason, and also having a chat to my brother Jason, Amy went away. She made a referral to the LD community team in Hampshire, and my mum was called that afternoon. In the meantime, Amy made contact with my mum just to confirm that she can offer support whenever Jason comes into hospital. I know Jason had filled in a passport before, but just all the information that's needed. So if my brother does need to come into the hospital again, there's a flag there to know that he will need a bit more support when going through outpatient appointments or even inpatient appointments. So what I can say is that the difference the LDT made to my family, in particular Amy, was huge, absolutely huge. I know prior to coming into hospital and meeting Amy, we were all very worried about my brother, worried that he was getting the appropriate care for him with his particular needs. And Amy really got that, and she really helped our family. And seeing the difference in my mum, the relief in my mum before the hospital appointment and after the hospital appointment, and chatting to Amy was just a world of difference. And now I'm really happy to say that my brother is getting the right sort of support for him. My mum's getting the right sort of support for her. So I can't thank enough really the LD team for everything that they've done for my family. And I know there are many other patients and many other families out there too in Hampshire that they can provide a really fantastic support and service to. It's really important that we make as many people aware of the service that they can provide, the support they can provide, so that coming into hospital isn't a scary or nerve-wracking thing, that it is something that can be an experience that isn't daunting for anyone with a learning disability or their carer who may come in to help them too. So thank you, LD team. I think you're fantastic.